What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and I'll be breaking down Magomed Magomedov versus Raufeon Stots. This is a great fight in the Bellator bantamweight division. I mean, honestly, I cannot wait for this fight. I mean, Tiger is literally, in my humble opinion, one of the best bantamweights in the world. Period. Or just about Bellator. I mean, in the world. I think this guy. I think sky is the limit for this guy. He does have that win over Peter Yan, the real win over Peter Yan, not Aljamain Sterling. This guy is legit. Now, Raufeon Stots ain't no punk. He's a good wrestler, good striker. He's just good everywhere. Both records are pretty solid. Top ranked bantamweights in Bellator, so it's gonna be a really good fight. I can't wait for it. I think this is probably this fight, and then maybe the Korshkov and the Danny Sabatella fight are the fights I'm probably, and obviously the main event with Gegard. Those, I think, four fights right there. I'm actually really excited to watch and see how these guys do. Obviously, Magomedov Tiger is a must-watch TV. And Raufeon Stots, I've been checking him out. I first saw him when he fought against Keith Lee, so that's when I've really noticed him. He's probably one of the better guys out of that Milwaukee team. I'm sorry, I forgot their name. Rufus Sport. He's one of the better guys out of there. Rufus Sport has been kind of going through a little bit of a patch. They got Sergio Pettis, and I think Stots is a teammate of his, so he's a good teammate for him. But yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is with this matchup. I think this is the legit test for Magomed, and I think Raufeon Stots has been asking for a title shot, so they're gonna give it to him. But let's talk about the stats. Magomed comes in 18-1, fights out of Russia, age 29, a height of 5'7", and reach 69. Stots 16-1, fighting out of Milwaukee, age 32, a height of 5'7", and a reach of 72.5. So Stots does have the reach advantage. And it's going to be interesting, if there's ever a guy I think that has a legitimate chance, I think Magomed runs through as much as I love Sergio Pettis, I think he runs right through him. I really do. I really do. I think he runs right through him. I think Stots actually has the best chance of giving Magomed some problems. But I mean, in terms of notable wins for Stots, when I really first saw him fight was when he fought Kevin Lee's little brother, Keith Lee. I mean, that was honestly a fight ago, but man, the guy he beat, Josh Hill, looked really good in there. I mean, he has that he did have a grappling bout against UFC fighter Anthony Burchak, who isn't the best fighter in the world. Choked out Case Bell. I mean, the guy is a legit dude. He does have that loss to Murad Davishvili, spinning back fist, which isn't a good look, but it is what it is. I'm not saying it's not a good look to lose to Murad, but you don't want to get knocked out by him. So his chin is a little suspect. Besides that, I mean, he's been looking flawless. He only has another loss in his amateurs against Demetrius Wilson, which isn't bad. He was 3-0, and the other guy was 8-3. So that's not a bad thing. But yeah, man, he's a legit guy. Really good stand up. Long arms and good wrestling, and he's just one of those guys that's just super confident in himself. That's one thing I've noticed about Stots. He's super confident. And going into this position almost, I think he knows that if he gets a win over Magomed, who I feel like everyone's high on, and they know how good he is, because he should be in the UFC right now, in my humble opinion. Not saying that, the UFC is way better than Bellator. I don't want you guys killing me over that. But I will. It's a fact. It's the fucking UFC. But I like watching other promotions. I like checking it out. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, it is what it is. At the end of the day, Stots, he has a real chance of winning this, and the game plan is simple. If you watch the Peter Yan, the first Peter Yan fight with Magomed, I thought it was really close. I know some people felt like Yan even won that one. I thought that was a fair decision to Magomed. It was a close fight though. But the second fight, you should watch this. The way Yan sprawled, but put a lot of good pressure on Magomed and made him shoot for a lot of panic takedowns and use his striking to take. You already know the computer be tripping, but like I was saying, yeah, I don't think Stots has the striking of a Peter Yan, but I also do think he can. He can't strike. I don't think he's that bad at strike. His boxing looks good. His body kicks, everything. His fundamentals, his basics look really good in the striking department. He doesn't look bad. But yeah, throwing straight shots. Magomed kind of throws a lot of looping shots. Now he hasn't done that lately. He's improved on that. But against Jan, he thrown a lot of loopy shots, and he got almost kind of got irritated by the fact he couldn't take him down. It kind of broke a little bit, and Jan kind of started taking over. And it was a good scrap. But I thought Jan, he kind of won all the rounds. Stots, if Stots can do that and eliminate the wrestling, then he can win. I don't know if he has that, though. That's the thing. He's a good wrestler. He can do it, but I don't know if he has that in him. You know what I'm saying? To do what Jan did. Jan is a very, very special fighter. I've always, when I saw the Magomed fights, I knew, because I knew Magomed was good, right? But I never knew about those fights until I think Magomed was in Bellator. He had the Bellator debut, right? And I ended up seeing it. And, I knew Jan was champion, I think, at that point when Magomed was in Bellator, but I never knew how good Jan was. I always thought, I was like, you know what? Against Aljamain Sterling, I was kind of like, you never know. Maybe Aljamain could. I was kind of 50-50 on it, right? And then I still was kind of 50-50. Don't get it twisted. Like, I thought it was going to be a great fight, but I wasn't sure who I was going to pick. Like, I didn't know who, right? But then I saw the fight. I was like, oh, Jan is going to win. And you could even see it in my breakdown video. I was clearly favoring Jan no matter what. Even if the fight was close, Jan was going to pull it through. Like, there's no way Jan could lose this fight. And the only guy to really, really test him was Magomed. And it was really the wrestling in the first fight. So, it is what it is. But, yeah, Magomedov, I mean, if we look at what he's accomplished, I mean, legit ACB champion. I mean, accomplished so much in that promotion. He's beating so many of the good guys, man. He beat Jan by decision. And then he beat Matos. I mean, that was crazy at Bellator. And then the CJ Hamilton, that was just like, I felt bad for CJ. He was there just to get choked out. But the Matos, he's a good fighter. Matos is not no punk. And, he kind of got dominated. He did good. Like, don't get it twisted. Matos just won his last fight via vicious KO. But, I mean, the way he suplexed him, I was like, God damn it, Matos. I think he has a legit chance of even running that back because I think he's going to keep on winning. So, I mean, the guy is legit, man. You can't doubt Magomed right now. And what he's accomplished, like, it's just hard to go against him. But it's hard to say who's going to really, really take this fight. I'm leaning. Here's one. I'll say it. Like I said, there is a way Stots can do it, but I don't think he has it. The way I can see Magomed taking it, I just taking him down, wearing on him. You can't really, maybe throwing some spinning attacks just to throw Stots and might maybe give him some bad memories of the, what's it called? Of the Murat fight, but I don't know if there's any way you can really do it. Really, Magomed has to bring out what he brought out in that first Peter Yan fight. Big suplexes, grapple him hard, break him in the first few rounds, and then, kind of get those rounds, scored and, kind of lead up on the round, on the round bracket sheet or whatever you want to call it, right? Just, just take a lead. And I think that's one way he can really win this fight is getting those takedowns, securing them, and kind of winning rounds. That way, I don't think Stots gonna get finished. I think he's too tough to get submitted. It could happen. You never know. It's MMA. Anything could happen. But I don't think Stots is that much of a hoe. He could get hoed, but I don't think he's that much of a hoe to get submitted. I think it goes to decision. I think Magomed, he's gonna channel. He's fought against Jan, and he's won, and he's lost, right, against Jan. He's been in there. He's never been finished. He's like, there's 50 minutes of them fighting against each other. They've went 10 rounds, I don't think, as much as I like Stots, and he's a good fighter, I don't think he can beat Magomed, and I got to take Magomed in this fight. I think he's going to get it by decision. I think he's going to out-wrestle him. I think one round, I think it'll look similar to Cody Stamann versus Merab Dvalishvili. I think it's going to look similar to that fight. I think maybe Stots might get a takedown. You never know. Magomed has been taken down. Jan took him down a few times. So maybe Stots could get a few takedowns. But I just think the pressure, the pace that Magomed brings, I think he's just going to overwhelm Stots. And I think Stots is going to lose this one. I think Stots is kind of, eating more than he could chew. And, you got to take Magomed. So it is what it is. I got Magomed by decision. I think he's the lock of the night. Oh, actually, I shouldn't say he's the lock of the night. I shouldn't say that. This is a close fight, actually. I would say that Danny Sabatello. I would say Danny Sabatello is lock of the night. I think he's lock. Yeah, but I mean the guy he's fighting. 21-30. Never mind. I thought it was 21-3. Never mind. I thought his record was different. But Johnny Campbell, Cupcakes. Like what kind of nickname? He's gonna get smashed. I'm sorry. He's gonna get destroyed. Oh my god. Yeah, Danny Sabatello is probably lock of the night. But it is what it is. Yeah. I gotta go with Magomed to take it by decision. I think it's gonna be a close fight. Maybe 28-29, but or 30-27, but yeah, Magomed by decision. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. If this is your first time watching me, go subscribe, go like, go share the video. What else? Oh yeah, go follow me on my IG, my Twitter. All those links will be down below in the description box. Love you and goodbye.